Hey there! You ever get stuck trying to talk about something that started in the past, but it's still kind of happening, or you can still see the results right now? Well, English has the perfect tool for that, and it's called the present perfect continuous. It sounds complicated, I know, but trust me, by the end of this, you're going to be using it like you've known it your whole life. So, let's jump right in.
Okay, let's start with a simple scene. Imagine you walk outside, look down, and the pavement is dark and there are puddles everywhere. What's the first question that pops into your head? Probably something like this, right? Why is the ground wet? How would you explain that?
You'd probably say it has been raining. And boom, just like that, you've used the present perfect continuous. See, you're already doing it. It's the perfect way to connect something that happened in the past, the rain, with a result you can see right in front of you, the wet ground. That's the whole magic of this tense.
So what's this tense really all about? It might sound like a mouthful, but it basically has two main jobs to do. Let's break down exactly what those are.
Okay, so here are its two big functions. First, it's for an action that kicked off in the past and is still going on. Think about learning a language, right? It's a process, right? And second, it's for an action that just finished but left some evidence behind. Just like the rain and our wet ground, it connects what was happening to what is.
Right, so we know what it does. But how do we actually put the pieces together to make a sentence? Well, the great news is it's like a simple recipe. There's a formula, and once you know it, you can't go wrong.
For a regular positive sentence, you just need these four ingredients, always in this order. You start with your subject, like I or she. Then you add have or has. Next up, you always pop in the word been. And finally, you take your main verb and stick ing on the end. So you get I have been studying or she has been working. That's it. That's the whole formula.
And what if you want to make it negative? Oh, this is the best part. It's so easy. You just slide the word not right in between have or has and been. So he has been sleeping becomes he has not been sleeping. Simple as that.
And to ask a question, you just do a little switcheroo with the first two words. Have or has jumps to the front, right before the subject. So you have been studying turns into the question, have you been studying? The rest of the sentence just stays put. Easy, right?
All right, so you've got the recipe down. Now for the really important part, knowing the right time and place to use it. It's all about picking the right moment. Let's look at the two main situations where this tense really shines.
So first up, we use it for things that are still going on, actions that started a while ago but haven't finished yet. If you say, I have been learning English for 2 years, that means you started 2 years ago and you're still learning today. It's all about emphasizing the journey, the duration of the action. Okay, the second big one is all about cause and effect. Remember the wet ground? Here's another perfect example. The result you feel right now is you are exhausted. And what's the reason? Well, you have been working a lot. The work might be over for the day, but you can definitely feel that result in the present.
Now you'll often hear a couple of little words pop up with this tense, for and since. They're super useful, but work differently. For tells you how long something has been happening, like for 2 hours. It measures a period of time. Since, on the other hand, tells you when it started, like since 10 a.m. So think of it this way. For is the length of the journey, and since is the starting line.
Now, of course, like with any part of grammar, there are a few common little traps people fall into. But the good news is, they're super easy to fix once you know what to look for. Let's check them out.
These are probably the two biggest culprits right here. First, people sometimes forget to use have or has. They'll say something like, I have been studying. But nope, you've got to have that have in there. And the second one is forgetting that ing on the main verb. It's not she has been study. It's always she has been studying.
Okay, that's enough of me talking. The absolute best way to get the hang of this is to actually do it. So I'm going to throw a few sentences your way with a blank spot, and you're going to fill it in. You ready to give it a shot? Let's do this.
All right, here's number one. I, blank, been working all day. So what's that missing word? Take a second. You got it. It's I have been working all day. Because our subject is I, we use have. Fantastic.
Okay, what about this one? She has been blank English. We need to do something to that verb, study. What is it?
Exactly. She has been studying. We just add that ing on the end. Remember, it's a key part of our recipe. Great job.
Last one. This time it's a question. You see your friend. They look a little bored. You might ask,
Have you been blank long? How do we change the verb wait?
Perfect. Have you been waiting long? See, even when you flip it into a question, that ing rule stays the same. You totally nailed it.
So, after all that, what's the one thing you really need to remember? If you take away anything, let it be this. This tense is a bridge. It's a bridge that connects the past with now. That is its whole purpose, its superpower.
And so, I'll leave you with this final thought using the very tense we've been talking about. Think about your life. What have you been learning recently? What's something new you've been working on? Now you know exactly how to talk about it. Thanks for hanging out with me today.